Boys and girls, we are back with another fresh, brand new video. Boy, was there a barbecue today. If you guys haven't heard, well, if you guys are not keeping up today with my content, you should have known that there was a hearing today in front of Congress with a little app called TikTok. So, anyways, the reason why there was a barbecue is because both Republicans and Democrats came together. This is like never happened ever in history before. They came together against TikTok. They roasted him, they beat him down, and who knows what the outcome of TikTok will even be within the next few months. Now, here's my thoughts about the situation. So, basically, if you guys haven't heard, TikTok is subject to get banned because of safety policy, safety issues, because it is run by a Chinese government, is run by a Chinese company, which ultimately is run by the CCP and the Chinese government. So the CEO of TikTok, Zhou Chu, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, went in front of Congress today, and for 4 hours he was basically getting roasted by everybody and Congress. It just sucks that the Congress people are all boomers and they are like don't even understand how to use their cell phones. One of the questions was super dumb, was like, does TikTok use your internet provider? Of course they use internet. That's how you even get on the access. But I think it was a horribly worded question that what underneath it was, does TikTok use data stored from other devices connected to the same network of your house? I think that's ultimately what he was trying to say. He worded it so wrong, and it just looks stupid anyways at the end of the day. But here are some examples. I'm going to show you guys some videos of what went down today for the full 4 hours that Zhou Chu was getting chewed on on by the Congress people. This is Mr. Carter from Georgia. This is what he had to say.
I want to talk specifically. Can you tell me right now, can you say with 100% certainty that TikTok does not use the phone's camera to determine whether the content that elicits a pupil dilation should be amplified by the algorithm? Can you tell me that?
We do not.
Now, that's a good question, by the way. That's a good question by Mr. I forgot his name, but that was a good question. I think that's like the number one question that everybody asks. Are these apps like, accessing our camera when we're not even posting a video? They're just accessing what we're saying or we're talking about. That's like the number one most asked question about all social media platforms is, are we being tracked by our facial expressions, by our voice? So he asked this for Mr. Zhou Chu.
Collect body, face, or voice data to identify our users. We do not. The only face data that you will get, that we collect, is when you use the filters to have, say, sunglasses on your face. We need to know where your eyes are.
Why do you need to know what the eyes are if you're not seeing if they're dilated?
And that data is stored on your local device and deleted after use if you use it for facial. Again, we do not collect body, face, or voice data to identify our users.
I find that hard to believe. It's our understanding that they're looking at the eyes. How do you determine what age they are then?
We rely on age gating as our key age assurance.
Age
gating, which is when you ask the user what age they are. We have also developed some tools where we look at them.
Which they are known to like be very bad at, because they're not showing ID or anything. You can say you're 21 even if you're 12, because it just says, when is your birthday? And if you scroll, you can just say you're 21. So their age gating isn't the best, but I don't even think that's the problem. I think ultimately it is the content that people are posting that is the problem, and what TikTok promotes on there, because they have this like crazy intuitive algorithm that nobody can understand. So they don't know what even goes out to who. It's not like a 12-year-old can go in and see 12-year-old content. There's no such thing like YouTube. You know how YouTube has YouTube Kids. There's no such thing as TikTok Kids is what I'm trying to say. So it is pretty insane that the only thing that they have is like, just be honest. How old are you? Which everybody and their grandmother lies about. I remember being 12 and saying I was 21 when I was on Facebook or MySpace.
Public profile, to go through the videos that they post to see whether
Well, that's creepy. Tell me more about that.
it's public. So if you post a video you choose that video to go public, that's how you get people to see your video. We look at those to see if it matches up the age that you talk
In this instance, Zochu says that they go back into the person's account, and if they said anywhere in a video or anything that said that, like, I'm 20, they go back and analyze their facial expressions, facial features to make sure that they are actually 20. Like a 5-year-old can't say I'm 20, and then they go back and looks like an infant. It can't be possible, which I think they use that whenever someone uses a face filter. So if you, for example, if you use a face filter and you're 12 and you say you're 25, they're going to kind of analyze it and be like, wait a minute, you don't look like a normal 25-year-old. So but ultimately, I think every social platform does this. Obviously, they have to, comply with regulations. You have to be 13 plus to use any social network. So I think TikTok is not the only one that's ever done this. Honestly, at the end of the day, the only reason why people are upset about TikTok and not Facebook, well, some people are upset about Facebook and other social networks, but why TikTok is being targeted so harshly by both political parties, I think it is because they are run by a Chinese government. We can corrupt ourselves within the US, sure. We can track ourselves within the US, sure. But once another communist country comes in, we kind of have to see, wait a minute, especially since all of this is about politics. Both parties in this case came at Zochu because they are run by a Chinese government. And they don't want that. They don't want the Chinese government to knowing what's going on in the US, because if you guys are not familiar, China isn't even allowed to have Facebook or Instagram. They are not allowed to have any other social media. They have similar social media, but only in China, not Facebook or Instagram. They're not allowed that. That's actually like banned in China. So they're kind of being like, why should we have you guys be consumed by the US people, by the American people? I'm sure if this ever did end up, going into fruition and getting banned, people are going to find loopholes and finding ways to get through it. VPNs and all APKs, all these other crazy stuff that people will do if they honestly, at the end of the day, I don't care. TikTok is kind of cancerous. It sucks. I hate it. I've literally Googled something. I think I've posted many videos about how they actually do track you, and they are not even hiding it. I posted a video of me like Googling something, and then like within a couple videos that I scroll, I see either a video about it or somebody talking about it. It's kind of crazy. I know Facebook does that, but like I said, it's okay for Americans to track Americans and manipulate Americans. But when the CCP and China comes into the picture, it is not okay. It was just funny seeing Zochu hold himself in this 4-hour interrogation between both political parties. I don't think it's ever happened. There was not a single person that was backing him up. It was a bloodbath. And Zochu, he held himself. I don't know what's going to happen with TikTok. It might get banned. And if it does get banned, it's actually going to be kind of surprising to see how they go through with it. Are they just going to ban? Because there's multiple ways to ban an app. It's either to ban it from the app stores or literally IP ban it, where like you can't even access it through an APK or through anything. You can't even go on the website, nothing. So it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out. We'll see. At the end of the day, TikTok sucks anyways. I don't really care if it gets banned. What do you guys think? Do you guys want it to get banned? Are you guys upset? Are you guys sad? Do you guys even care? Let me know down below, and I'll see you guys again in another fresh, brand new video. I just had to let you guys know what's going on with TikTok. All right, I'll see you guys again in another video. Peace out, my beautiful people. Mwah.